Hey guys, it's Destiny, and today we're going to be showcasing Castorice at E0, E1, and then E2, just to see what her Eidolons can end up providing for her. And before we get into today's video, I would love to know if you pulled for Castorice yourself, or if you're saving for someone else, or even if you did pull for Castorice, is there any other characters you are personally excited for and might end up pulling for as well? Lastly, if you enjoy videos like these, do make sure to subscribe, leave a like to support the video, and now let's get straight into it. So we're going to start off with the E0 Castorice Showcase, and we are just going to be beating up Kafka today. I am going to do this for all three showcases. So we're going to start off here with E0 and just see how it goes. With our dragon right here, we're just going to use a little bit of our breath. Not all of it though, because I do want the buffs from Remembrance Trailblazer as well as Tribbie fully activated before we fully blow up the dragon. So what I'm going to do right here is skill, now ultimate with Gallagher. We are going to get enough energy in a moment here so that we are able to advance toward Castorice and apply mem support. There we go. We can use the enhanced skill. Boom. Now we can go down to about 10% because we are going to be able to recover enough to have full health again for the final attack. Now with the Remembrance Trailblazer, we can skill. With Gallagher, we can skill as well. Tribbie will be doing her basic attack. And now with Castorice, we can use her enhanced skill. Boom. Mem is going to come in punching. And now we already have 100% health once again for Netherwing. So we are just going to blow up Netherwing right here. We have also all of the buffs active. We're just going to blow up. And boom. There we go. 1.9 million. And now we're on to the next wave of enemies right here. So we can just basic attack once again. With Castorice, we can use her skill. Mem is going to come in punching, and now we are going to be able to advance toward Castorice once again, as well as reapply mem support. And now we're also going to be able to have a good amount of new bud accumulated already. We're already at 63%, now 66. Mem, no! Mem is punching us. Oh no. This isn't good, but we can just use Tribbie's skill right there. We unfortunately did not get her ultimate though. We are really close. Okay, so these horses are just going to attack us right here. On Mem, we can just heal Mem up. There we go. Now with Gallagher, we can use our ultimate. Boom. Tribbie comes in. What? Bam. Now with Gallagher, we can use his basic attack. And now with the Remembrance Trailblazer, I am going to use their skill. And I'm going to follow up here with Tribbie's ultimate first, then Castorice, and then Remembrance Trailblazer. I want to get Tribbie's zone activated immediately so that Netherwing is going to be able to take advantage of this. And the advance forward actually allowed Castorice to go back into the cycle as well. So that's really convenient. And boom. Bam. Now we can just use the full breath right here because we have all of the buffs active, so we might as well. So whenever you guys have all of your buffs active, ready for Castorice and Netherwing, specifically Netherwing I should say, then you can feel free to just use all of the dragon breath immediately. So we have all of the buffs active right now. Mem is going to come in punching. What? Bam. Can we get Mem advanced forward? No, we were so close. It's okay. It is a-okay. We should be able to clear within this cycle right here. What I'm going to do is basic attack. With the Remembrance Trailblazer, I am going to use their skill. We are going to be advancing forward Castorice right here. I believe we might be able to get enough new bud right here. Let's see. Yep, we did. Same deal as before. We have all the buffs active, so we're just going to blow up Netherwing and deal a bunch of damage right here. Alrighty. And what? Bam. There we go. Kafka's dead, and now we just have the horses left. So we can just basic attack the horses. Basic attack here with Gallagher. Yeah, these horses are literally almost dead. So we should be good to clear within this cycle. I hope. Can these horses please not hurt us too much? Oh no! Oh my gosh. Okay. That is so unfortunate. No. Castorice literally moved to the next cycle. That is so bad. Bunch! Mem! Oh yes, thank you so much, Mem. Oh my gosh, I was like, no, these freaking Pegasus are gonna do the little moon thing and then they're literally going to like stun us or whatever. So thankfully, we were still able to clear that in one cycle. That definitely could have been smoother, So real quick, we can go to Castorice right here. And of course, here's her current build. I'm going to show you guys before we activate the Eidolon. Here's how she's looking so far. She has 59 crit rate, which in the case of Castorice, if you are using her with Remembrance Trailblazer, I do recommend having 58% crit rate. We are using the signature light cone. For the traces, everything is maxed out except for the basic attack. For the relics, let's take a quick look at these as well. So we can just quickly go through these. So a big focus on the HP substats, the crit rate, and crit damage substats as well. And I am doing HP rope, HP orb, HP boots, and then lastly, crit damage body. Now for the Eidolons, here is the first Eidolon, which it states if the enemy's current HP is 80%/50% of the max HP or lower, Claw split the veil and breath scorches the shadow and wings sweep the ruin is 120%/140% of the original damage respectively. And with this Eidolon, the increase will directly raise the multiplier of Castorice's attacks. So it is essentially a 1.2 times or a 1.4 times multiplier depending on the enemy's HP. So let's now activate it and let's see what it can do. Alrighty, now we're back on the Kafka side. I just had to play through side 1 real quick, and now we could just do the same thing as before. I believe E2 is where our rotation will end up changing. For E1, I believe the rotation should be pretty similar to what we did before. So we could just slash right here. Same thing we're gonna do as last time, so I'm not gonna waste too much time here. We're just gonna literally just zoom through it. We're doing practically the same things as before, or at least trying to replicate it as best as possible. So we can advance toward Castorice right here. We can slash, boom. We're gonna go until about 10%. Alrighty, now we can slash. We are gonna get hit here. All right, we can use Tribbie's ultimate just like last time, and we're also gonna use Remembrance Trailblazer's ultimate right here. So there we go. And what, bam! I'm mainly curious to see when we do the final breath, since last time we were at 1.9 million, right? So I want to see with all these enemies on the field, how much is this damage amp going to be in comparison to what it was before? So let's just heal up right here. We're going to do the same things before. We're just going to skill. With Tribbie, we can basic attack. With Castorice, we can use her skill. Now we're back at 100%. All right. So let's see just how much damage we can deal here. Let's just see how much stronger this ends up being. Oh, wow. We're already at 1.9 before we blew up. And boom. Okay, that was definitely a very big damage increase right there. All right. So now with Gallagher, what we're going to do is basic attack. Basic attack once again. We're doing this so we can advance toward Castorice immediately once again, and also be able to reapply mem support. Boom. All right. Now Kafka tried to dominate Gallagher, so this scenario is technically a bit better, but we're mainly going to be focusing on the damage increase of the Dragon Breath more than anything here. So what we're going to do with Gallagher is we can just basic attack and I'll follow up with his ultimate. So once again, this scenario is a little better, but we're mainly just looking for that damage amp. And if we are able to, I guess in a sense, clear faster. So what we can do is now use Tribbie's basic attack. We can follow up here with the ultimate. Yeah, so we can now use Castorice's ultimate right here. Boom. All right, so we do have all the buffs active. So because of that, we might as well just go all out. Use the full Dragon Breath. Let's see how it goes. Alrighty. And boom. Nice amount of damage right there. Kafka's already at 38%. We are doing very nicely here with Mem. Or not with Mem, but Remembrance Trailblazer we can ultimate. I mean, it might as well be Mem, you know. Mem is the one that's like doing the paw of doom right there and literally like hitting all of them in the face. But Castorice, we can use her skill. With Gallagher, we can use his skill as well. We might be able here to get another ultimate with Castorice, potentially. We are really close. Can this horse hit me one more time? Oh my gosh. Okay, the horse didn't hit us once again. We are so close to getting another ultimate with her, but it's perfectly fine. We can just skill right here. We are going to advance toward Castorice. I can just summon her dragon right here. And it's looking like we should be able to get another 1 cycle clear. I definitely believe since we're at 97%, I think if we honestly got the dragon once again there, it would have been a 0 cycle clear. So when it comes to E2, it is Crown on the Wings of Bloom, and after summoning Netherwing, Castorice will gain 2 stacks of Ardent Will. Ardent Will can stack up to 2 times and can be used to offset the HP cost of Netherwing's memosprite skill, Breath Scorches the Shadow. And it also mentions that Castorice now has a 100% action advance. So we can see how this action advance ends up going within battle. And then when using the next enhanced skill, Castorice gains New Bud by an amount equal to 30% of the max New Bud. Ardent Will actually allow us to maximize this trace right here. Castorice will also gain New Bud by an amount equal to 30% of the maximum New Bud, which should result in us actually being able to summon Netherwing faster. So let's just activate it. Let's see what it can do. This is going to be our final time beating up Kafka for today, and we are going to be able to take advantage of the benefits from E2 and just be able to check them out here. We're going to, of course, use Castorice's technique, and as you guys can see, Castorice is actually going to go before Netherwing now. So I believe Castorice's Eidolon is worded a little wonky. So what I believe it fully means is that whenever Castorice summons Netherwing, which would include her ultimate as well as her technique, she will be advanced forward by 100%, which essentially means that she will be able to attack before Netherwing and be able to take advantage of this enhanced skill right here so that she is able to take advantage of that 30% New Bud once Netherwing leaves the field. So we are just going to use the skill. Boom. As you guys can see, we have the 2 stacks of Ardent Will right here. I'm actually not going to use them just yet though, because we don't have any of the buffs active from any of our characters. So we are just going to slash here. We are going to summon Mem now though. And Mem is just so freaking cute. I love Mem. We're just going to use our skill with Gallagher. Now we are going to use our ultimate and then follow up here with the enhanced basic attack in a moment. And then boom. Now we can apply Mem support to Castorice right here. And I am going to use her enhanced skill. Because of the fact that we will be able to start off at 30% New Bud, this will actually allow us to summon Netherwing faster. So even though we don't have Tribbie's zone active just yet, I am just going to use up Netherwing right now. We'll be able to resummon Netherwing pretty quick. And as you guys saw, I just used the 2 stacks of Ardent Will, and now we have more instances of Dragon Breath, which ultimately does lead to more damage. And boom, there we go. Now we can just use Tribbie's ultimate right here. I did click it a little late there, but it should be okay. We can follow up with Remembrance Trailblazer's skill and then the ultimate. Boom. Now Tribbie's going to come in. Now we can use our skill on Remembrance Trailblazer. With Tribbie, we could just basic attack. With Castorice, we can use her skill, and we're already at 100%. So now we can just summon Netherwing right here. Tribbie comes in. Now with Castorice, we can use her enhanced skill. Boom. And I'm actually going to save the stacks of Ardent Will going into the next wave of enemies. So we're just going to slash, and they are almost dead right here. We're going to use their skill right there, and we can just slash once again. Boom. There we go. Now we're on to the next wave right here. With Gallagher, I'm going to basic attack. With Remembrance Trailblazer, we can use our skill. Now with Netherwing, we can just go all out with the Dragon Breath right here. We should be able to deal quite a lot of damage. Go up into the air, and then boom, there we go. Kafka's already at 57%. With Castorice, we can use her skill. But I feel like we should be okay. We could basic attack with Tribbie. We are going to get hit a bit here, but we should be fine. We're just going to keep taking a bit of damage. Now with Gallagher, we can use his basic attack, follow up here with the enhanced basic attack. Boom. Tribbie's going to come in. Boom. Now we can just heal up Mem. With the Remembrance Trailblazer, we are going to use our skill. We can use our skill. Now summon Netherwing. Now we can use our skill once again, and now we also have Tribbie's ultimate ready to go, so we still can take advantage of the zone, and we might be able to kill here. I believe this run was pretty wonky though, because there were a couple of mistakes here and there, but we might be able to deal enough damage right here in order to beat Kafka. Let's just see how it goes. All right, now let's see. This run honestly could definitely use some improvements, but we were still able to beat it, even though I kind of didn't play the best there, but we were still able to get the 0 cycle clear. In the showcase I didn't immediately summon Netherwing every single time, since I did want to get more energy for some of my other characters before going on to the next wave. But in general, if you do end up summoning Netherwing the moment that it is available, there is the potential for the buffs that she has to go away faster if they are, of course, like buffs from other characters. When it comes to Tribbie's buffs, those are based on her own turn. But then when it comes to mem support, for example, this is based off of the character's turns that you apply it to. And this will only last for 3 turns. So if you end up advancing forward Castorice very frequently, now that she is able to advance herself forward whenever Netherwing is summoned, that is something to keep in mind when you are playing her. I know they weren't perfect showcases, but overall, I just wanted to show you guys just the damage difference and then as well what the E2 can potentially provide for her. I hope you all did enjoy this video though, and if you did, do make sure to subscribe, leave a like to support the video, and I hope to see you all next time. Peace.